So Microsoft gives out our information to other people. When they put out an update in Windows updates to fix the problem, if there is a problem. Mm-hmm. Yes, that pops up. Mm-hmm.
Experiencing the same problem with that particular application. That's how they send you updates, because your computer is connected to their server so that they can send not only yours, all Windows computers are. That's how you get updates. You must have received an update about the new operating system as well on the 29th of July of Windows 10. Haven't you got it on your computer?
Yeah, I think it just popped up a few weeks ago after I had Windows.
Exactly. That's right. The reason you have got that update invitation is because you are connected to the Windows server. They will be able to send you updates always. You will be able to report problems to them always. Whenever you report a problem, have you ever received a call from Windows telling you that, I am from Windows and we received this problem? They don't, because they don't have to. They are manufacturers, they are vendors. They sell computers, but they do not provide customer service for it. I'm sorry?
I don't know if we've ever actually reported a problem, because I don't ever report the problem.
You must have. It's just that you don't pay attention to it, or we don't bother reading it that much, because that's not something important so that we can actually remember it. But it happens on all computers.
When a program freezes up, for whatever reason, that pops up and says that you want to report this to Windows.
That's right.
And then I say no. Right. I do not want
so
to
you
report it.
selected no, which means you haven't sent.
So
which means whenever you select no, you choose not to report that problem to Windows. Yeah. But not a lot of people do that. For example, whenever I get a pop-up, since I am a technician, I know that this problem is with the application. And even if I am a technician, I cannot actually work upon that application, because that application itself is manufactured by somebody else, and he has the copyright to make any changes to that application. So I know I cannot work upon it and fix the problem. So I always select the option to report it to Windows, because if the number of people reporting the same problem is higher, Windows has to work upon it and send us an update so that that problem will not occur, because they will end up losing a customer. If I continuously keep getting problems on Windows computer, I will definitely prefer choosing and going ahead with another operating system next time. Once you do that, if you have a lot of problem with Windows computer always, and the problem is not fixed, even if you consult a technician, for example, if you consult a technician for the same, and even the technician is not able to fix the problem, what would you then do? You would definitely prefer changing the operating system. You might want to move to Mac, or you might want to move to Linux operating system and things like that, to check if you have same problem. So definitely they have to do that, but they do not call you, because if they sit back to call every Windows customer, do you know how many people use Windows across the globe? And it's not possible for one. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
quite a few people do.
Not quite a few, there is a lot of people. You cannot even keep a track. That's the kind of people using Windows operating system, which is why Windows do not call you for any kind of issues. And which is why we do that, as we are supporting the Windows operating system. So if you want, we can go ahead and do the further diagnostics for you, where we can run the scan and try and identify what is the state of the security of your computer.
So you can do that?
We So I am here to perform diagnostics. This is a free courtesy call that's given to you. That's what Bob told you earlier in the beginning, right? So we can go ahead and run the diagnostics for you, where we can run the diagnostics and find out whether your computer security is still intact or whether it has been breached. Depending upon what the scan results are, you can take it then further from there. If you think you can get that fixed, you can get it fixed yourself. If you think there's a need to go to a technician and have it fixed, you can even do that. If you need any kind of assistance in having it fixed, even we can go ahead and offer that assistance to you. Whatever you would want to do, we would probably be able to take it further from there.
Well, if there is a problem, I can probably fix it myself if necessary. I can just reformat the computer.
Not a problem. Then you can try and probably identify what is the problem yourself, and you can try and take care of that if you are able to identify. However, if you are thinking about reformatting the computer, being a Microsoft certified technician, we've studied about Microsoft computers, so we know everything in and out about the computers. Reformatting the computer, if that's what you're planning on doing, you would have to do that every 2 months. And depending upon what Windows you are using, I don't know whether you know this or not, but there is a limitation on formatting your computer. There is a set number of limit to format your computer. Once you reach that limit, after that you cannot format your computer would directly crash on you.
Thank you.
So you could probably try and Google. I am sorry?
So you're saying Windows sucks?
I'm not saying Windows sucks. I'm saying that you need to take care of your computer in order to avoid any kind of these problems. I don't know how you are so confident that the computer doesn't have problems with it, because when I asked you, you said that you haven't studied computers. So I'm assuming that you just have that knowledge. So when you talk about taking care of computers, I don't know whether you know this, but all Windows operating systems, they require servicing at least once in 3 months. When there's a lot of junk that gets accumulated, there are certain drivers that need servicing at least once in 3 months. When you do not do that, your computer automatically starts creating problems with it. So it's not a manufacturing default. It's such that the internet is so infected, wherein you have malwares and adwares coming onto your computer, but I don't know whether you are able to track it or not.
I'm able to get rid of it. I got programs that can get rid of it if anything shows up.
When you talk about Avast antivirus, are you using a paid version of that, or are you using a free version of it?
I use the free versions, yes.
So when you use a free version, do you think the free version serves the purpose?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever Googled that Avast also provides a paid antivirus where you have to pay for it every year?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know that?
Yes.
Do you think, have you ever thought why would Avast have a free antivirus and then you also would have a paid antivirus? Have you ever thought any time, or have you ever tried and identify what is the differences between the two?
I've looked at it. They just have a few extra things on their paid version.
Yeah. Yeah, the few extra things that you're talking to about, the few extra things are the most important essential things. If the free software could serve the purpose and protect your computer, why would they have a paid software? Makes no sense, right? If you are telling me that you have got free Avast antivirus and you are counting on that antivirus and you're dependent on it, I would say that you do not have that great knowledge about computers. Because your Avast antivirus, it definitely stops working because it's not free for lifetime. And it does not actually protect your computer the way it should be.
Well, one way to protect your computer is to be careful about where you go. But, you seem to be telling me that Windows sucks. And one of the things I have...
Well, that's completely in your mind. I cannot definitely tell you anything about it. You seem to be like a pretty overconfident person in everything. So whatever I'm trying to tell you, you're probably thinking that, you already know it. And I do not know where this conversation is heading. And I think that I've been really spending a lot of time in order to explain you things which you're probably not able to understand. So if you think Windows sucks, let that be there. I mean, it's completely your thought. I cannot do anything to change that. Since you will think that your computer is safe, and go ahead, sorry.
Oh, you're the one telling me that Windows has to be pretty much reformatted every 2 or 3 months.
I am not saying that it has to be reformatted. I'm saying that it needs to be serviced in 3 months. You are the one who said that you would want to reformat your computer whenever you have a problem. So I just gave you some information that you don't know about, that there is a limit on reformatting your computer. I just gave you that information so that you know that reformatting your computer, you would not be able to use the computer for the rest of your life. Once you reach that limit of reformatting, after that you will not be able to reformat the computer. Because reformatting is not a genuine way of having your computer problems fixed. According to Windows. That is why they have kept a certain number of
I've reformatted computers tons of times. I'm trying to figure out why
That's
that
wonderful. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. To get that information, what is the limit set? You can Google the limit as to how many times can you reformat the computer. So once you know that, you could probably then take some kind of precaution.